If you're thinking about starting a side hustle, or if you're just thinking about starting a project, a hobby, watch this video because it is so incredibly important to your success. Hey, what is up, guys? It is Harrison Barron, the Millennial Entrepreneur, and you're probably wondering, Harrison, that was the weirdest intro ever. If I want to start a side hustle, why do I want to watch this? Heck, this video is probably not even for your side hustle, but hear me out here. I have some opinions that are probably going to blow your mind. If it doesn't blow your mind, that's all right. But here's the thing. The average employee works about 2,080 hours per year, right? 40 hours a week times 52 weeks a year gives you right around the 2080 mark. Now, obviously, people do get paid vacations, sometimes 2 weeks, sometimes 3 weeks, sometimes 1 week. Depends on your gig, and that's totally cool. But here's where most people think, hey, you know what? Starting a side business is probably a little too difficult. And this is where you're probably wrong, right? 20 hours. 2,080 hours a year is quite a bit of time, right? That's your 40-hour work week, 8 hours a day specifically dedicated towards your job. Now, how much money you get paid doesn't actually really matter for this math equation. What does matter is time, your most valuable asset. There's no questions asked. There is no way to get more of it unless you buy it from other people. And even then, once you spend your time doing something, there's no way to recuperate from it. So that is why the wealthy value time so much compared to many other people. But here's the thing. The way I look at it is if you're going to work 2,080 hours a week for the next, 20, 30, 40, 50 years of your life, why wouldn't you want to work 1% more, right? Just 1% of 2,080 is not that much realistically, right? You're talking even 10% more, right? Is 208 hours, 1% is 20 extra hours. But think about that, right? If you put in 10% more work, and I like the number 10%, we're just going to go with that, right? 2,080 a year, you're going to put in an extra 10% work. You're going to put in an extra 200 hours over the course of the year to start your business. Imagine what that could do for whatever you're working on. Maybe that's a project. Maybe that's investing money back or time back in your house. Maybe that's just starting a blog. Maybe it's starting a YouTube channel, right? And you're like, hey, I'm going to dedicate 200 hours, 208 specifically, but 200 hours to starting a YouTube channel, right? If each video takes you 4 or 5 hours to do, now you can make some serious progress, right? You figure if a video takes you, 5 hours, it's 5 times 20 is 100. So you can make about 40 videos in a year. You can make one video per week. But here's the beauty of that. The beauty isn't necessarily what you can do with it, although that is the best part. It's the compounding effect over and over and over and over again, right? If you stuck with something for 200 hours, right, that is realistically, right, if each work week is 40 hours, that's give or take, 4 or 5 weeks ish, depending on travel, and you got to throw that kind of stuff in there and some distractions. You're talking about 5 weeks of full-time work to dedicate into something. What that something is up to you. That's the most beautiful part about it. Whether that's, once again, a blog, a YouTube channel, but creating something. So many people see these YouTubers on here. They see these really successful business owners. They see just people that are winning, and they wonder how. And it's because they're probably putting in 10% or more into whatever they were passionate about in the beginning, right? When I first started my business, I was grinding. I was working 100 hours a week in the beginning. I'd still work an insane amount of hours now, but the beauty of it is most people don't need to do that. With the availability of the internet and technology, you can invest 10% of your time, your additional time, right? Because think about it. You're not really giving up much, right? Shorten your shower a little bit. When you get home, don't lay down on the couch. There's so much time to make up. You're talking about 5 hours a week realistically. You can't sacrifice an hour a day or a Saturday morning or a Sunday morning to build something for yourself that is going to bring value. The reason why I like YouTube is it's a compounding effect. You guys have seen me pull up that one image of my stats. I mean, nothing happened for almost 2 years, and then finally it took off, right? A lot of my videos do that, and I'm perfectly okay with that strategy. But starting a website, if you put in 200 hours a year into your website, it's going to have some kind of ROI. You're going to have visitors, which you can monetize. It's the math equation I follow quite frequently on here. More visitors equals more money. It's pretty simple. If you spend 200 extra hours on investing your time in your house and working on projects, I mean, think of how much you could actually accomplish, right? And that's just, maybe it's 5 hours on a Saturday. Maybe it's 1 hour every single day. If you're into that kind of thing, maybe it's 3D design, maybe it's building a movie. I don't know what you want to do, but give 10% more. Even if you can't give 10% more, 1% effort will drastically increase the likelihood of you getting better. Maybe it's reading a book. Maybe it's learning more about your skill, trade, hobby, or profession, right? These are all things that are going to set you drastically apart from the competition. So that way, the likelihood of you actually succeeding goes way up. Give up video games, give up TV, give up movies on a regular basis. I don't watch any TV. I don't watch any movies. I do play video games. I'm not perfect, but I limit myself to an extreme. I play an hour maybe per day if I'm lucky. Most of the time, I don't even pick it up at this point. And I'm okay with that, because I know what I'm investing my time in is slowly building, and the returns are starting to pay off. The money from my YouTube channel is coming in. The money from my blog is coming in. The money from my passion projects are coming in. And now I'm buying a house. So I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to find more time that I can get rid of, right? I'll still have more time. I'll be able to sit with my dogs. I'll be able to do projects in the backyard with them. And they'll be able to come and hang out with me and do the things I love. I'm going to spend a lot of time with my girlfriend working on the house, right? So we still have quality time. We're just diverting it from hanging out, doing maybe something solitary, to something active where we're working on something together. So this video is a bit of an inspiration to you. I challenge you, find something that you can spend 1% to 10%, maybe 5% of your time, and go invest in it. And let me know down in the comments below. I'd love to hear about it, because coming from somebody that's an entrepreneur, I love sending people resources. Maybe I see things that you might not see. Maybe I've learned things that you might not know, and I can help accelerate your process. Leave a comment down below on what you want to start, and maybe it's a YouTube channel. I follow a lot of the most ridiculous YouTube channels. I mean, I haven't had a house. I still don't have a house yet. I'm in the process of buying one right now. But I've watched all of these videos on the best tools to have and fire pits and God knows what. So maybe there's something I know that you don't know. And maybe there's something that you don't know, or better yet, you know that I don't know. Leave that in the comments down below. Hey, have you seen this? Maybe it's another YouTuber. I'd love to follow it. But it's a conglomerate of good ideas, and it's putting in a little bit more effort that will make you significantly more successful. And think about it, right? We talked about 200 hours, right? 10%. 200 hours over the course of 5 years. Talking about 1,000 hours. What could you accomplish with 1,000 hours, right? You don't have to. Success doesn't get earned overnight. Maybe it's a 5-year process. Maybe it's a 10-year process, right? You're talking about 2,000 hours over the course of 10 years. Maybe then that 2,000-hour piece is what you're looking for. Maybe that's the beginning of a business, or maybe that's the time that you can actually quit your job to go run your business full time. Everybody's on the same time track, but you have to put in that extra effort. Hope you guys found some crazy value in this video. This is something I would normally not make on this channel, but I really felt inspired today. So that's what I'm leaving you guys with. I love you guys. I'll see you guys later. Bye.